Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Storky Farmstead, guys. We are in full going ahead with this trip to Maui, and I cannot wait to do the Lord's work. Now, let me tell you something. Everything's a flippin' illusion, folks. You think you have choices, right? Like you really do. They make you think in Walmart that you're going to get to choose the best deal, the best product. And it's all a lie. Monopolies are illegal in America, okay? They're illegal. Yet, what's happening right now with this crowd strike going down, banks, hospitals, all of it falling at one time, it's because of the illusion of choice, all right? We're told we have choices, but really what we have are one or two companies that run every industry, and then those companies are connected across the board. Now, what I find interesting is Microsoft fired their DEI team the day before CrowdStrike crashed. And it was a Microsoft issue that caused the crash. So you do with that whatever you want. My point is this. I gave you a warning yesterday and I got pushback. People are like, but if you pay off your home, you're going to owe taxes. You owe land taxes regardless if you pay it off. So if you don't pay it off, you have a mortgage or land, a land note and taxes. If you pay it off, you just have taxes. And don't forget about the Homestead Act, okay? So if you don't know what that is, you need to look it up. Every state has one. Now, moving on. My point for this video is I told you guys, get out of the stock market. Like, run, right? If you can't afford your house, if you can't get it paid off before 2025, ditch it, sell it, go buy something with cash and pay off your mortgage. That's what I told you. Do whatever you want with that good information. How do I know it's good information? Because God tells you repeatedly, don't owe debt. If you own debt, you're a slave to the person who owns your debt. That's God's words, not Samantha's, not mine. God says, owe no man anything. He said, don't be a debt holder for anybody. Don't do it. Pay your debt off. A righteous man pays his debts. God warned you not to do what America is currently doing. So when this all crashes, because the left is going to crash it, folks, they're going to do whatever they can to punish us for allowing Trump back in office to get rid of them. On their way out the door, they're going to do everything they can to destroy the system. How do you know that, Samantha? Because I have critical thinking skills, folks. I mean, like, are you not living in the same world I am? So my point is, history repeats itself. What happened during the Great Depression? People being kicked out of their homes left and right. They called in the mortgage. So I am not the only person telling you guys things are fixing to get really, really bad. Listen to this.
So let me take you now to what I found, and this is very important. It needs to be shared. Let's do this. We're going to go back over here. First story, right out of CNBC. Microsoft and CrowdStrike issue causes the largest IT outage in history. Live update says businesses worldwide grappled with an ongoing major IT outage Friday as financial services and doctors' offices were disrupted. While some TV broadcasters went offline, hopefully it was CNN, type 1.
So I know like a lot of people are like, God has me, God's bigger, and he is. But the point is, God told you, don't be in debt. That's what he told you. He warned you. He tried to tell you what to do. And as Christians, we are really, really bad about doing what we want to do. And then when something bad happens, we get mad at God. But see, God tells you, don't owe anybody anything. So I talked to a friend of mine about this the other night, and I said, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. people are going to get mad at God. They're going to do one of two things. They're going to put their head back in the sand and they're going to be like, this, God would never let that happen to me. But he told you not to do it. Like, he tells you don't do it. You do it, yeah, you're going to reap the consequences of what you sowed, the behavior that you sowed, folks. So this isn't going to be a get out of jail free. This isn't going to be, I'm going to blame it on God, I'm going to get mad at God kind of thing. You have time. But the warning signs are there that something big is fixing to happen. So use your mind. Stop being scared. Make critical choices, but make good choices. Listen to this warning. Listen.
That I believe that there are things right now colliding at such a rapid pace because there is a certain faction of the government that is scared to death that Donald Trump is going to become our next president. But my point being is, if you look at this, even back then, President Trump was trying to get down to the bottom of this. It's very interesting that everything is imploding right now before our eyes. Look at this AP report right here, and this right here on September 25th of 2019. Breaking memo shows Trump repeatedly prodded Ukraine president to work with lawyer Giuliani and AG William Barr to investigate Joe Biden. Before he left office, he was trying to expose what is going on with, at that time, the former vice president. Now, we are seeing an unbelievable cascade of events. We are seeing the current president's son getting away with almost murder. Things are changing at such a rapid pace. The question is, what are we going to do about it? Well, I can tell you one thing. The one thing you can do is obviously go out and vote in person. Flood the polls in person. No mail-in ballots where they can force ballots. When you go in, you say, I am a registered voter. Here's my vote. Count it. There you go. Also, you need to be saving money. You need to be preparing for an outright economic collapse because our economy, our country is collapsing right now from within. And I'm think about this. The banks are foaming at the mouth to take assets and become larger. Do you remember Too Big to Fail in 2008? What we're about to see makes 2008 look like child's play. As a matter of fact, the banking crash of 2023 on a dollar average, a dollar scale, is already the entire size of all of 2008 combined. And what we're about to experience after this election, because they will pull the plug, they will. If you don't think the left is going to pull a fast one and run for the hills and screaming and yelling and crying and pull the plug on the economy, they are looking at everything they can do to point the finger at Trump and cause the American people to turn their heads and go, oh, maybe we made a bad choice. It's getting gnarly. I warned my family and friends. I moved my retirement account into bonds. I sold all my homes. I did all this stuff beforehand. And I want more people ready.
There you have it. It's not just me. Anybody that's got your best interest at heart is going to give you the same advice. Batten down. Prepare. Make some hard choices now when you have options versus dealing with the fallout that we all deep in our heart. Guys, we know it's coming. Like, we know it's coming, right? Like, you're not feeling the need to learn how to can vegetables and make your own clothes and grow your own livestock feed. And you're just not. God's not having you learn those skills for no reason, folks. And the shame of it is, I honestly believe 80% of people just turn their head and act like they don't hear me. Because what I'm telling you makes you angry because you know deep down inside you're overloaded in debt. I mean, it's got to be your choice, right? Like, you're an adult. You have a right. Make the choice. Either you're going to fix the problem or you're not. But I'm going to tell you what. I put in a check into the bank like 5 days ago. It has not hit my account. I downloaded some money from, like PayPal and stuff. That money has not hit my account. It's been 5 days. And I told my husband, I said, this is happening. across the United States. Things are like just not working. That's how easy it is to disappear your money. Money's fake. Money's fake. So my question to you is, who is your source? Is your source God, or is your source your job? Is your source that dollar bill? Because there's fixing to be a time in this country, like there has been in the past, where that dollar bill is going to be worth nothing. Nothing. I love you guys. I don't have to spend my Saturday warning you again what's fixing to happen. Go do you. Because I know I'm fixing to go write my book. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what you do. But don't come on here and tell me that the best thing to do is keep a mortgage. Because that makes no sense. And it is directly against God's holy word. So try to get yourself lined up with God's word, with your business, with your finances, with your personal life. And you'll see the blessings flow. But right now, most Americans have stepped outside of God's ordinances and his wisdom, and they're expecting him to come and save them from themselves. And I just think that is like no respect for God at all. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Like, comment, and subscribe.